بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين ولا عدوان إلا على الظالمين. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلوات الله والسلام عليه. It's another wonderful morning. All praise due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most merciful, the most gracious, and peace and salutation to his prophet and sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace and salutation be upon him and his family. This morning, inshallah, we need to learn the importance of the important time to make prayers, supplication. What is the right time? Every time is always good time to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant you anything you wish, anytime. But the special moment, specific that was mentioned and utilized by our Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companion. So, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, 40 best times to make dua, a guide for accepting supplication. Dua is an Arabic word, in English mean supplications. Dua or supplication is a powerful and intimate act of worship, allowing us to connect with Allah, seek His mercy and ask for blessing. So Islam encourages us to make dua with sincerity, especially during specific time when it's more likely to be accepted. Many hadith, the tradition of the Prophet, say that dua is described as a powerful tool for a believer. Here are the 40 best times to make dua for stronger connection, guidance, support in our lives, and also read how to make dua. There is 40 best times that ulama have categorized for us, the people of knowledge, because we as Muslims, we are advised and asked to follow the people who have knowledge. They are well established and well respected, and their status is raised in front of Allah. فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ, to safeguard this religion and ourselves so that innovation and misleading will be avoided. We have to find the right connection and right tools so that and learn in a right way and look for the righteous, knowledgeable teachers of the religion. They categorize into 40 ways. Best time to make dua is the last third of the night. Last third of the night is from maybe from 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Last third of the night to 5 o'clock. One of the best time to make dua is in the last third of the night, just before Fajr. Before pre-dawn prayer, that's the right time to engage yourself to your Lord and ask Him whenever you need. This is when Allah descends to the lowest heaven with His knowledge and His power. How He descends to the lowest heaven. This heaven that we see is the lowest heaven, and ready to accept the prayer of those who reach out to Him and the quietness of the early morning. And He keep asking, who need this, I'll give him. Who need forgiveness, I'll forgive them. Who want children, I'll give them. That's the right time. Late night special hour. 2. Every night or a special hour. Every night or a special hour. Between Adhan and Iqama. Every night or a special hour for dua. Making dua this time, especially in a quiet and sincere moment, any time of night, can bring immense blessing and closeness to Allah, because you sacrifice your sleep and the cold and all that, your beddings and your wife, and you wake up and you pray and you start asking for supplication dua any time of the night. And the other time is between Adhan and Iqama. When the caller calls for prayer, between the caller to prayer, Adhan, and the commencement of prayer before Iqama, when they stand for prayer, between that, when the caller prays, that's 15 to 30 minutes in other community. 15 to 30 minutes after the caller, before the start of the prayer, is the best time to make dua, and that is the time dua are accepted. During this time, many Muslims feel spiritually prepared, connected, because you leave your job, everything, and come and worship your Lord and sit in a quiet mosque and wait for the time of prayer. That's the time that the prayers are always accepted, the dua, the supplication. Fourthly, last hour of Asri on Friday. Friday is a very, very important day of the week, and mostly it's this time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant the wish and the prayer of every Muslim. And ulama have come to agreement that that time is after the prayer of uh, uh, early evening prayer, the Asr, the 4 o'clock prayer, in another madhab 5 o'clock prayer. That is the right time to supplicate and ask your Lord whenever you need on after Asr prayer. After praying Asr prayer, and make your dhikr, remembrance of Allah, by reading Surah Al-Kahf. After reading Surah Al-Kahf, you send peace and salutation, salawat to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then you make your dua, your prayer, supplication will be accepted. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us that at important time that supplication will be accepted, mostly in this month of Ramadan, this important time when we break our fast. Before we break our fast, let's not just face the food and wait for the caller to call, but we have to supplicate before we break our fast. The supplication are going to be accepted. And at the time of Seher, when we pre-dawn food before Fajr prayer, the pre-dawn food before we eat, that's then another time of supplication, which we mentioned earlier, any time of the night. Wallahu waliyu tawfiq. May Allah grant us time to make supplication, because supplication, ad-dua wa al-ibadah. If you pray, you make your salah and everything, you fast, but you don't make dua, you are ajiz. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to ask him. Every time he asks, who want this, I'll give him. So it's for us to ask and will be granted. And we ask with one heart. You don't ask by just being doubtful. Ask like, وَأَنْتَ مُيَقِّنٌ بِهِ, that you are sure you'll get what you want. Ask like it's yours. Say, Allah, give me this, without doubt. Because Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam mentioned that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in our imagination. The way we imagine is the way we will get. Sallallahu ala abdika nabika Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.